Yeah. And we're live. What's up,
Oh,
guys? I'm Primetime Poulton. With me, the main event, Phil McNulty. Phil,
I
what's
got it
going
right
on?
this time. But goddamn, dude, why do you always have to look? I'm coming straight from work. I still in my dress shirt, didn't even in my wrestling gear. That's my dedication to the podcast. And this guy puts on the shades, and I'm always like, come on.
Come on, man. I'm Primetime Poulton.
I need
I'm the
to I need
champ.
to I need to
I
step up my swag. I swear I'm
I
coming in
always
with a
gotta look good.
jersey. I swear I'm coming in with a jersey, and you won't even know. It's just coming. It's going to be the main event official. No, I got to make it the podcast, but I'll wear it first before you even know about
So we're gonna talk some Impact Wrestling today. We're on the road to Bound for Glory. Before we get into that, of course, I'm going to pimp my Indiegogo campaign. We're talking U.S. Assassin, which is only 2 weeks left on Indiegogo. So for the fans watching, I'm going to play the trailer for them.
U.S. Assassin returns in an all-new 50-page blood-soaked graphic novel written by Mark Poulton, co-creator of Graveyard Shift, featuring artwork by rising superstar Mike McMahon. New villains unite to take on Joe Knight, a story inspired by The Raid and Bruce Lee's Game of Death. Plus, learn the secrets of Project U.S. Assassin. Who is the mysterious Sensei Steel? All this in a Book One reprint featuring a stunning cover by Mark Yoon. U.S. Assassin.
it. This what gets me all the time. U.S. Assassins.
So there you go, guys. That's the trailer for my love letter to 80s action films, 90s comics. My love letter to G.I. Joe. We're available on Indiegogo for 2 more weeks. There's plenty of great rewards. The best one is the $75 reward tier, and that's the fan pack. You get Book One reprint, Book Two, and a sketch from artist and co-creator Mike McMahon. But there's also just the book for $25. If you just want to, if you're not familiar with U.S. Assassin and you don't want to go all in, but you want to see what it's about, you can get the Book One reprint by Mark Yoon for $25. Then we have variant covers by the great Kevin Sharp and Cedric Nakon. The Cedric Nakon one is a wraparound cover. That's going to look amazing when it's colored. We also have Mark Yoon Spider-Man homage t-shirt. And then there's the double tap. For $40, you get 2 copies of Book Two. You save $10 on that one. And then there's the action pack. You get the Book One reprint, Book Two. All these books come signed by me. $75 to Triple Threat. That's the first printing of Book One. The Book One reprint with the Spider-Man homage cover and Book Two. And then the Patriot Pack. That's all 3 of those books with a sketch by Mike McMahon. We have the U.S. Assassin Footlocker. That's
The
all
best
5 books.
deal. The best
Yeah.
deal. Don't shortchange yourself with that 75 one. The best deal is the 200 one with the Foot Locker.
Yeah, and there's only 5 of them remaining. That's all 5 books we're offering in the campaign, plus an exclusive trading card, a print, not only a sketch from Mike McMahon, but a sketch from myself too. I can draw. So that, don't sleep on that. That has the awesome G.I. Joe action figure style artwork. And finally, we have our retailer pack for $300. That's where you get 10 copies of Book One, 10 copies of Book Two, a ton of promo items for your store, and that awesome 24 by 36 inch retailer poster. And you don't even have to be a retailer. If I want to have this book delivered to you before Christmas. So if you have 9 friends you want to share US Assassin with, I think it'd be the gift of the holiday season if you gave them US Assassin. Plus, you get to keep that awesome poster for yourself. So it's win-win. You do your Christmas shopping, you get an awesome poster. So that's US Assassin book 2. This volume leads into book 3, which is going to be huge. Obviously, I love G.I. Joe. And one of the great things I love about G.I. Joe is how they incorporated real people onto the team. Sergeant Slaughter was a member of G.I. Joe. William the Refrigerator Perry was a member of G.I. Joe. Well, starting with volume 3, there's going to be a real member of the U.S. Assassin team, and we're going to announce that in December when we launch our mailing list. You're going to want to. It all starts with this volume. Volume 2 rolls right into Volume 3, and Volume 3 is where all the fireworks take place. It's already been spoiled over on Twitter. Volume 3, U.S. Assassin versus Graveyard Shift, my other big book. So it's going to be all out war. Plus, we're going to introduce the new member of the team. It's a can't miss. You're definitely going to want to sign up for that mailing list when it goes live in December. But that's it for the comic book talk. Now it's time for the wrestling talk. And talking about Impact Wrestling, the show started off with a match. The winner becomes the number 20 entrant in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. So we have Heath, Rhino, Alicia Edwards, Cousin Jake, and Hernandez competing for that coveted number 20 spot. This was a fun match. And I want to say, I think it was Alicia Edwards' best match ever.
It totally was. Like I told Mark before on air, I didn't get to watch Impact Live last night, but I did during my school day sneak it in while grading students. So if my students are watching this and you got 100, it's because I was watching Impact Wrestling and I was enjoying this match. But that gore that she took was phenomenal. She played such a good, she went in between face and heel, and it was pretty funny to see her range of character. I think again, Wrestle House improves everybody's standing, and this was almost a Wrestle House match minus the other story of Hernandez and against Heath and Rhino. So it was just a really good match. I really enjoyed it. I love the outcome for it, and it sets up a nice little battle royale for Bound for Glory.
Yeah, so Rhino went for the gore on Hernandez. Hernandez moves out of the way, and Rhino ends up goring Alicia Edwards. He's shocked. He can't believe it. Even Jake and Heath on the outside, they can't believe it. And Hernandez does the heel thing, sneaks up from behind, and does that WWE finish, the roll-up. No one can beat the roll-up, man.
It comes back too. Later on in the show. There's 2 most devastating moves of all time.
So Hernandez gets the win. He's going to be number 20 in this Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. I don't think that's really going to play a factor in this. I don't see Hernandez getting the win and calling his shot. It has to come down to Heath and Rhino. I just don't know how it's going to play out. If Rhino is number 1 and him and Heath are, eliminating everyone, and I don't know. It'll be interesting.
I think Hernandez is going to come in and spill over Rhino, and it'll just be Hernandez and Heath in there, and then Heath will win and challenge Moose for the TNA Heavyweight Championship.
Speaking of Moose, afterwards we get a sit-down interview. Moose with Jimmy Jacobs. Jimmy's trying to interview him, but Moose, he's just not feeling it. He's got so much going on in his head. He gets up and leaves, and Jimmy Jacob gets kidnapped.
Moose is so amazing at his character right now, which is his character is literally every late 80s wrestler you've ever seen. He cut almost a Hulk Hogan-esque promo. Moose is just fantastic to watch on television. He is Mr. Impact. He is my favorite thing about Impact Wrestling and top 3 of wrestling today. He's so good at what he does.
So after that segment, we get Johnny Bravo and his wedding party. This is all the Wrestle House guys. Lots of craziness. Johnny Bravo's losing his mind. He did hire a photographer, Caleb with a K. So I actually like that they worked him and Tennille Dashwood into this. It gives him something to do. Of course, he's going to just be taking pictures of Tennille the whole time.
This made me think about the wedding goes like how any wrestling wedding goes, and Johnny Bravo's like, at least I got a great wedding album of it. And when he opens up, it's all pictures of Tennille Dashwood at the wedding. That would be my favorite payoff to this thing. Or you just see on Instagram, like tagged at like Impact Wedding. It is just like maybe like her legs just crossed like from a side view because maybe like his camera accidentally went off when he was sitting there and not paying attention. Like there's so much fun things you can do.
Johnny Swinger made some Dino Bravo references that cracked me up. Johnny Swinger is just a gift to wrestling fans. Him and R-Truth, I feel like they're just absolutely great whenever they get a second of TV time.
Make it count. Johnny Swinger has to. I just can't get enough of him on my television. I don't know if it's because he makes every minute that makes me want to see more, or it's because he only has limited minutes that I want those more. So I think they're doing a good job with him, with Johnny Swinger. Clearly one of the top 2 comedy acts in wrestling today.
And it ends with, I believe Taya comes in. She gives Johnny a hard time for being rude because, she's never rude to him. Taya is my favorite female wrestler. I just love her. I'm declaring it right now. Penelope Ford's getting married, so I give my love to Taya Valkyrie. She's great.
Mine will be mentioned in a moment because my favorite did something just absolutely wicked during this week.
So then we get a Deonna Purrazzo sitting on a couch. She's talking about her upcoming match with Kylie Rae. Kylie's showing a more aggressive side. She had to watch her best friend get her arm broken. She's really pissed off. That being said, when it comes to Bound for Glory, I think the money's still on Deonna Purrazzo.
I agree. As much as I love Kylie Rae, and I think she's phenomenal with her character, I think it's just going to come down to who is hot right now. And I think this friendship with Susie has really taken the luster off of Kylie Rae. So you keep it with who's hot, and that's Deonna Purrazzo.
All right, match number 2, Rosemary versus Havoc. If Rosemary wins, Havoc has to help her bring Father James Mitchell back from the dead so he can officiate her wedding. He's the only person who can officiate a demon wedding. So, of course, Rosemary gets the win. I want to point out Jessica Havoc. I thought her facial expressions in this match were great, especially after she lost. You could just sense like the dread on her face. It made her believable. Like, she actually doesn't want to bring this guy back from the dead. Like, oh no, what have I done?
Wonderful storytelling. It just shows you that getting Nevaeh away from Havoc. Havoc is so good at what she does that Nevaeh just brings her down in this weird tag team that maybe wins, maybe loses. It's really just not Havoc is better than this. And it just shows you, watching this, it really made me kick back and think, Rosemary is the pinnacle Impact female wrestler. Like, if you're making a Mount Rushmore of Impact wrestlers, right, and you have to have that female spot on there, it's got to go to Rosemary. She has done so much from just over the past, 5 years of transforming her character and becoming a primetime player, outliving Abyss, outliving Crazy Steve, and she really became the star of that trio down the line there. So I'm all for more Rosemary storylines.
Oh, we get another package after that. Impact was heavy on packages this week. They're getting everyone ready for Bound for Glory. That's one thing they do really well. If you're tuning into Impact for the first time, they're going to catch you up to date because they're really good at that. So we get another Kylie Rae, Deonna Purrazzo package. This time from Kylie's perspective. Afterwards, we go to the hooded thugs that kidnapped Jimmy Jacobs. They take him to EC3's headquarters. and EC3 has a sit-down interview with Jimmy Jacobs. EC3 is great. You know, this little Impact run has been weird. When he came in, we thought it was going to be bigger and he would be more involved with the company. But I have a feeling it's just going to be like one and done with Moose.
Yeah, it really is feeling like he's going to put Moose over. I think it's going to be he's going to go to ROH. We may see him in AEW for a little bit, and he may get a little run there, maybe like a Matt Cardona deal. I think he's just so like he's so scarred by what happened with the WWE that he doesn't want to sign anything with anyone for a long period of time because he believes in himself that he can make anything work.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens after Bound for Glory. You know, EC3 just made his first, I guess, in-ring appearance for Ring of Honor Wrestling this past episode for them, which I believe is available on Fight TV. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm interested to see. There was no mention of Impact during his appearance, so it's not like it doesn't seem like the companies are going to work together. That would have been pretty cool, I think. But I think it would have helped Ring of Honor more than Impact right now because I feel like Impact is on a roll.
Yeah, Impact is the best. You know, between last week's AEW Dynamite, I said they had to come out with a killer show. It just shows you that Impact really building storylines, long form storytelling, puts them over each week, and they make sure that any new viewer that comes on is immediately caught up, and you get immediately invested in it. It's probably my favorite of the past couple weeks. Impact was my favorite wrestling promotion.
All right, match 3, Sami Callihan versus my man, Eddie Edwards. Eddie gets done dirty. Lights go out. He gets rolled up.
The dreaded schoolboy.
Yeah, and then the beatdown by Ken Shamrock. I love the pairing of Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock. I love you know, Ken Shamrock seems almost like this psycho that Sami Callihan is controlling the puppet strings on. The one great thing about Ken Shamrock, you can just feel all the rage in him. he legit, I think, is maybe the scariest man in wrestling.
His veins pop out, and it's scary. He gets you in that ankle lock, and those veins pop out. You're like, shit, that's one bad mamma jamma.
Yeah, so going into this feud, I was like, oh, this is a good feud for Eddie. He's going to win this. Ken Shamrock's going into the Hall of Fame this weekend. I think The Rock even did a video package for him. So I don't know. I don't know about this. I'm a little scared now.
Eddie Edwards' booking has been super weird since Slammiversary. You know, he was champion, but they didn't. He had the open challenge, and it made him seem really like a transitional champion. Like he didn't get any real good storylines out of it. It was simply just to get the belt to Eric Young. Clearly, it was a nod to be like, hey guys, this is he's our longest reigning guy. We're going to give him for our new viewers because it really seemed like Slammiversary was a reset button for the company. So it's just really weird that you'd think they would have something more for him. And I don't know what that answer is. I don't know if you take a page out of NXT book with what they're doing with Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano, having them sort of be like a heel couple. I don't know if that's what you do with Eddie, but someone who's as talented as he is needs to have a better storyline than losing to Sami Callihan and being a beat stick for Ken Shamrock, which I think we assume is going to happen on Bound for Glory.
Yeah, maybe Eddie is Moose's next program after he's done with EC3.
Bring back the wolf paint on the
yeah.
Yeah.
So match 4, all our favorites, and I say that with complete sarcasm. All our favorites from the X division are together in a 6-man tag match. We got Willie Mack, your favorite Trey Miguel, and TJP versus Chris Bay, Jordan Grace, and Rohit Raju.
Can we talk about my favorite female wrestler, Jordan Grace? Can we talk about that spine buster she laid on Willie Mack? That was a thing of beauty. That was so good. That gives my kiss of the week because it's so seamless, and she just drove her shoulder into it. Anyone who's trying to learn and do a spine buster, just watch that GIF over and over again. Jordan Grace is a winner in this shit full of losers that is this X division right now. She better win, because if not, then she's totally gone, and AEW will gladly take her because she is so much better than everyone else in this match, to be honest.
She has to win this match at Bound for Glory. Just looking at who she's surrounded by, you know, if contracts aren't, we've been speculating her contract since Slammiversary, just because the way she's been booked. But forget about that. She has to win this match just because she's the only winner in this group of people.
Yeah, I just don't. I have no feelings about the X division. Luckily, they put Jordan Grace in there, and now I may be heated if she does not win this.
Yeah, what a shame. The X division was built on AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, Chris Sabin, Frankie Kazarian, all these greats, and now we got Rohit and Trey, and man, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Luckily, it's main event time. The Good Brothers versus the North. This, you knew the Machine Guns and Ace Austin and Madman Fulton were going to get involved, and they did, but not before the referee threw this match out. He lost control of the match. The North and the Good Brothers were just brawling everywhere. And then Ace Austin and Madman Fulton come out, and they start working over. They started working over the Good Brothers. We lost Phil for a second. Hopefully he can rejoin us. But I'll keep rolling with this. The Good Brothers were getting beat down. The Machine Guns come out. Machine Guns help. They help clear the ring. So we're left with the Good Brothers and the Motor City Machine Guns standing tall. The Good Brothers, Carl Anderson, he's like, we're good guys, man. We're good brothers. He offers the handshake. Alex Shelley, of all people. If anyone was that gullible in the team, I would have thought it would have been Chris Sabin, because he's such I feel like he's a nicer guy, and Alex Shelley is more of a jerk because he's cooler looking. But Alex Shelley falls for the handshake. He gets pulled in for the cutter. He gets laid out. They work over Sabin, Magic Killer, leave the Machine Guns lying in the ring. Good Brothers are coming for the gold, man. This is going to be their night. The company has been built around the Good Brothers, which it couldn't be more evident by what followed Impact. We had Talking Shop, Full Keg, Gallows and Anderson, and even Rocky Romero. They hosted their Talking Shop show. They had some matches. They had a battle royal that my boy Heath won. So Impact Wrestling's going all in on the Good Brothers. That's like the one good thing my least favorite wrestling executive, Scott D'Amore, has done. He's gone all in with the Good Brothers. So I see them taking the gold, taking that tag team gold this Saturday night at Bound for Glory. Impact, though, they have a great tag division with the Good Brothers, Motor City Machine Guns, the North, soon to be Heath and Rhino. Hopefully Heath wins his contract. Then you got the Rascals, Triple XL, the Deaners, Ace and Madman. So they got a loaded roster of tag teams. I love tag team wrestling. For the longest time, TNA, I think TNA/Impact had absolutely the best tag team division around, when it was like Beer Money, the Machine Guns, uh, the Wolves, the Dudleys, even the Hardys for a while. But anyway, that's our Impact review. I look. It looks like Phil couldn't make it back. So before I leave, we're just going to hit U.S. Assassin one more time. Here we go. U.S. Assassin. I'm going to play the video one more time for you guys.
U.S. Assassin returns in an all-new 50-page blood-soaked graphic novel written by Mark Poulton, co-creator of Graveyard Shift, featuring artwork by rising superstar Mike McMahon. New villains unite to take on Joe Knight, a story inspired by the Raid and Bruce Lee's Game of Death. Plus, learn the secrets of Project U.S. Assassin. Who is the mysterious Sensei Steel? All this in a book one reprint featuring a stunning cover by Mark Yoon. U.S. Assassin.
There you have it, guys. U.S. Assassin. It's my love letter to 80s action films, 90s comics, G.I. Joe. Beautiful artwork by Mike McMahon. He just killed it on this volume. If you're a wrestling fan, you're definitely going to want to jump on early, because this book leads right into volume 3. And wrestling fans, I think, are really going to be interested in volume 3. Hint, hint. But anyway, I would really love it if you guys, checked out the campaign, shared it with a friend. We're going to have this fulfilled in time for Christmas for domestic backers. So, treat yourself to a Christmas present, buy an extra copy for a friend. You won't be disappointed. I'm just, so proud of this book. So enthusiastic about it. And I just want more people to check it out, because, Mike, did a fantastic job on this. Plus, Mike even donated his original artwork to this cover you see right here, this G.I. Joe inspired cover. I'm going to scroll down to the original artwork at the bottom. Our campaign ends election night, 3 a.m. in the morning. So while everyone is, checking the polls and see who's winning the election, I'm going to be here on YouTube live streaming at 3 a.m. I'm going to pick one lucky backer number, and they're going to win this amazing original artwork from Mike. Everyone who backs this is eligible up until the ending of the campaign. Then we're randomly going to pull a number, and one lucky person is going to win this artwork. Mike's going to send it from his house to you guys. It's his way of thanking you guys for being so supportive and letting us do this series we love so much. But hey, Phil McNulty's back.
Hey, sorry, we lost power.
Yeah.
Someone hit a transformer, so I just quick grabbed my laptop and my work laptop. I'm like, we're doing this. Nothing. This is the most Father James Mitchell must have been resurrected during this time.
So I finished up the tag team match. The match got thrown out, and Ace and Madman started beating on the Good Brothers. The Machine Guns came out, helped them clear the ring, and then Carl Anderson was like, "We're good guys, man. You just gotta, you should trust us." Offered the handshake, and I said, out of the 2 Machine Guns, the one I least expected to be that gullible, Alex Shelley, he fell for it, and he took the diamond cutter, the RKO, to to get laid out.
So first of all, big props to our boy Ethan Page. He's absolutely the best. Fantastic during this entire match. His ad libs are great. He's not re-signing. He's a solo star. He's going to AEW. He's taking the TNT Championship off of Cody. That's when Cody loses it next, when Ethan Page comes out and ends his streak.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, that's dropping some bomb on everybody. And otherwise, good match. Damn, Alex Shelley, you're better than that. You're like the Gambit of professional wrestling. Don't fall for that shit.
So I already gave my prediction. I said at Bound for Glory, the Good Brothers are taking the belts. Impact is all in, and that was very evident after Impact went off the air because we got Talking Shop, Full Keg. I watched bits and pieces of it. I didn't watch the full thing. I doubt you had a chance to watch it in between your grading.
Hey, I'd like to shout out to one of my students who just drew a title belt and said that was their object they wanted to shade. So I said, 100 to you. Wasn't done correctly, but as a teacher, I knew my responsibility was to give that kid 100.
Phil's just giving out great grades. So if you're in Phil's school district, make sure you enroll in his class. Just say yo, Mr. Phil, did you watch Impact Wrestling? You get a 100.
You could say, hey, Le Champion, and I'll say, whoa, Le 100.
So Phil, that's it for this week's Impact match. Where can people find you at?
You can join me at. Can I show a little preview of me inking Eddie Edwards?
Yeah, man, go for it.
All right. So as grades were bogging me down, I'm gonna have this finished by the end of Friday, Saturday. Just a little preview of things to come. Hold on, brightness is way too high. Let me get this thing down. Bring the brightness a little bit down. Little preview. Little preview of
It's looking
my
awesome.
Eddie Edwards. Getting that. I originally had it done without the beard, and I was like, wait a second. Let me ask Primetime. I think it was on Sunday. Like, let me ask him. The beard on there. So yes. So there's my little Eddie Edwards plug. Kendo
Man, it
stick
looks great.
will be added shortly. Kenny.
Awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it. So you guys can follow me. Oh, you never
At
never
Animated Phil on Twitter and Instagram.
And I'm at Coney Waves on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to Primetime Poulton. Hit the notifications, and Phil and I will be back later this week with our AEW review. Thanks for watching, guys.